Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and today I will be filming my favorite slash go-to slash glam slash filming makeup look. It is the makeup look that I wear in a lot of my videos and a lot of my photos on Instagram. It's basically just what I do when I want to do my makeup like completely and fully and just look really nice and feel really confident in my makeup. So obviously you guys will see what it looks like at the end. I'm gonna get straight into filming this look for you guys. I know I'm a little bit close, but we're just gonna deal with it. This is just gonna be a chatty kind of get ready with me type of thing. I just haven't filmed a makeup video in so long and I just really wanted to film one for you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do today. For my foundation, I'm using my L'Oreal True Match foundation. It is by far my favorite foundation I've ever tried. And I'm using this little sponge, which is actually from Kmart and it was $3. I've heard from a few people that the marble ones are actually really good. And I have to say, I am loving this so far. This is the first time I've used this sponge and I am highly impressed, especially for $3. That's insane. It comes in like a black marble looking one as well. I'm literally just putting this makeup on for no reason because after this I'll probably just end up taking it off again. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in number 15 Fair. So what I usually do is go over with the Beauty Blender sponge thing first and then I'll go over with my finger just to get any spots, especially in the inner corner, that I can't really reach with the sponge. I'm then going to take the Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline as well. And I'm just going to put that on my eyelids as kind of just like an eyeshadow base to cover up all the veins and discoloration on my eyelids. This looked so pretty before I used it and now it's like gross. To finish off the base, I'm just going to add some powder. Usually I use the Face of Australia Loose Translucent Powder, but I think today I'll use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Set my eyeshadow base as well so that it doesn't crease. I really want to try the Rimmel Loose Translucent Powder. If you guys have tried it, I think it's like the Match Perfection one. If you guys have tried it, let me know how it is because I've heard some really good things about it and I'm definitely considering purchasing it. I feel like I'm back where it all began. I haven't filmed a makeup video in so long. Okay, I'm gonna go away and do my eyebrows and then come back because it takes me so long to do them, so there's no point doing it on camera. But I will tell you guys what I'm using. I'm just going to use the Chit Brow Pomade. I adore this stuff. I think it's amazing. I use the color Soft Brown. I haven't tried the Anastasia one, so I'm not sure if it's better than that or if it's a dupe for that or anything like that, but I do really love this one. And if you're looking for a drugstore eyebrow product, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'll see you guys in a minute. I look crazy with these brows and no eye makeup on. Ugh, I hate doing this, but it's fine. It'll look a lot better when everything is done. Next, I'm going to do my bronzer. I'm going to use Hoola by Benefit because it is my favorite. I'm going to start off using the blush brush from Real Techniques just to bronze up my face. Hoola is like the ultimate bronzer slash contour. I use it for contouring and bronzing. I just use a smaller brush when I'm contouring. Fun fact, Hoola was one of the first ever high-end products that I ever bought and I've had it for probably 2 years now, 3 years. Wow, I don't know. So when I'm bronzing, I literally just like dust it around my cheek area and around my forehead and around the bottom of my chin, down my neck a little bit. I just kind of messily apply it to give my face a little bit of dimension after flattening it out. Also, I have a question. Does anyone else use their brushes to put their hair behind their ear when it gets in the way? Like when I'm doing this, little baby hairs come into my face and I always use my brushes to brush them out of the way. Does anyone else do that? Now I'm going to use the contour brush from Real Techniques, but you can use any sort of like smaller brush. And I'm just going to carve out, well not even carve out, I'm just kind of going in with a bit more Hoola and just putting it directly under my cheekbones. And then I'm just going to use the excess product and run it down the sides of my nose as like a very subtle nose contour. Then I'm going to take my loose translucent powder from Face of Australia that I mentioned before and I'm just going to bake underneath the bronzer that I just applied after I moved my hair out of the way. I don't always bake under my eyes, I do sometimes, but I really love baking underneath my contour. I think it makes a huge difference and it's such an easy step. While that is baking, I'm going to apply my blush. I think I'm going to use my Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat from Hourglass. You guys have probably heard me talk about this 1,000 times because I absolutely adore this blush. But it's just the one that I've been using recently, so it's the one I'm going to use in this video. It just gives such a lovely glow to the cheeks without looking like you've put a patch of pink on your face, you know? Like, it doesn't look like you've put blush on, it just looks like you're glowing from within, you know? And before the bake gets too intense, I'm going to wipe that one away with a big fluffy brush and just blend out the edges of the contour a little bit so it's not like a super straight line on my face. And then it's time for my favorite part. It is time for highlighter. I'm going to use Mary Lou because it has been my favorite lately. I'm just going to use this e.l.f. fan brush to apply it to my cheekbones and the other high points of my face. This is absolutely stunning. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, this is amazing. Incredible. Definitely one of my all-time favorite highlighters. This one, along with Soft and Gentle by MAC, are just the best. If I'm going for more of a natural look, I will honestly use MAC Soft and Gentle. But if I want to go for like an intense glow, this is what I use. Finally, moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use my Morphe 35O palette. But in case you are wondering, you can create very similar looks with a lot of other palettes, but in particular, Chi Chi Nudes palette and Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. These two, along with my 35O palette, are like my go-to palettes. And with the look I'm going to do, you can get it with pretty much all the palettes. It's a very simple look, like you can get it from a lot of different palettes. It's basically just a lot of browns and a little bit of champagne shimmer, so just find whatever works for you and use that. You guys are super close, so I'm sorry about that. It's kind of like intimidating a little bit. I'm just going to take a really big fluffy brush and go in with a really light matte brown as my first transition shade, or my first shade in general. Also, please excuse my brows. They are atrocious as per usual. I don't know how to look after brows. I try my best, but they always look like a jungle, so we're just gonna live with it. Then I'm going to go in with a slightly darker brown, but not much darker, and just do the same thing. And I'm just gonna keep doing that until I reach the desired darkness, basically. So I'll just add one brown, blend it out, add a little bit of a darker one, blend it out. And I'm focusing more of it like on the outer kind of third of my eye, then blending it in using that product pretty much. So I place it on the eyes with like patting motions, and then I just blend it out. And as I start using darker browns, I start to use smaller brushes. So I start with like bigger brushes and diffuse the color more. And then as I start getting darker, I use smaller brushes that are more precise, and then I get, you know, does that make sense? I'm not very good at explaining things. I'm going in with my next brown now. Again, placing and blending. And I get a little bit lower in the crease as well every time I add a darker brown. That was a lot of brown. I probably shouldn't have had to add that much. I'm gonna blend it out. If you make a mistake, just blend it out till you can't see it anymore, because I really added a lot there and I really didn't need it. Oh my gosh. I can't even film makeup videos anymore because I keep stuffing it up. I'm just gonna go back to a clean, big, fluffy brush and blend those out because I really stuffed up there. Okay, I think I fixed it as much as I can, but it's not looking terrible, so we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna keep going, keep the show on the road. Road. I'm assuming road makes more sense, but I could be wrong. I'm going to take a little bit of an orangey, browny, brick sort of color, I guess, just to add a little bit of reddish into there, because I love looks with like red undertones. I think they look absolutely beautiful. So I'm pretty much doing the same thing as what I've been doing the whole time. I'm placing it on and then blending it out. I'm blending this one in quite far as well, just so there is that little bit of red all the way through the eye. The only thing that I don't like about the Chi Chi Nudes and the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette is there aren't really any like reddish, orangish shades, if that makes sense. Now I'm just going to take a darker brown shade and just add that to the inner corner, just to really deepen up the inner corner, because that is what I like. I'm gonna keep it pretty close to the lash line and blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take a bigger brush and blend that out. So those are the eyes so far. It's all completely matte and not dark, but like not bright shades, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go in with some Fix Plus, a flat shader brush, and any sparkly shade of your choice. So I'm just gonna spray this, dip into my champagne-y color, and apply it until I look like a disco ball. Yes, please. Thank you. This would look super cool as like a cut crease kind of look with like concealer and then applying this on top, but I don't really do that. And I'm showing you guys what I do. So if you guys want to do that, go ahead. I love this look so much. And I'm just going to try and create a transition between the matte shades and the shimmer, just so it's not like a straight like line down the middle of my face, my eyes I mean. And I think I'm gonna go over them with a bit more dark brown too. Or actually a bit more red, I think. A bit more of the orangey red. The shimmer that I use is like a champagne pinky sort of shade, so it works really well with the red that I added in the crease beforehand. Like my eyes look like a little bit of a sunset, don't you think? And I'm just gonna take a really small pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30 brush. And I'm just going to take a darker, not like a really dark brown, but like a darker brown. And I'm just gonna go through my crease just to define that a little bit. And I'm also gonna run this underneath my lower lash line, so it's not so top heavy and it kind of balances out a little bit. And then if you guys just want to make it pop that little bit more like I do, I go in with the Australis Metallics eyeshadow. This one's in the shade Guns and Rose Petals, but 10 out of 10 would recommend this. It's kind of hard to work with, but once you get the hang of it, it's absolutely stunning. I just add this into the inner corners. And there we go, eyeshadow is done. Let's add some mascara and some falsie, shall we? I'm just gonna use the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. I don't love this mascara, but it doesn't really matter because we're gonna cover it with false lashes anyway. I also did get a little bit on my eyelids, but we'll fix that up when it's dried. So obviously you don't have to wear falsies if you don't want to, but I love wearing falsies, especially if I have an event or if I'm filming or I just want to go full glam. For those who ask which lashes I use, these are my current favorites. These are the Ardell Glamour 105s. So I'm just going to pop those on with some Duo lash glue, and I'll talk to you guys in a second because I can't do this on camera. That took like 1,000 years. I actually hate how long it takes for eyelash glue to dry enough, like get tacky, for you to put it on your eyeball, on your eyelash. It's not on your eyeball. Lastly, I need to do lips. I'm going to use the lip liner from Essence in the color Satin Mauve. These mauve. I also don't have a lip balm with me, and I would usually do that, but I can't be bothered to go upstairs and get one, so we're just gonna roll with this. Lip liner is on. I'm just going to add a NYX Butter Gloss over the top in the color Tiramisu, which is my favorite nude shade ever. And my battery is flashing dead, so we gotta hurry. And now I'm just going to add some more Fix Plus. I'm really scared that my battery's going to die. That is the final makeup look. Let's zoom you guys out a little bit because we don't need to be that close anymore. So this is the final makeup look. This is a look that I go to when I want to look glam, when I want to go full out, when I want to like really do my makeup. This is what I do. It's like all of my favorite products on my face. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more makeup videos, more tutorials, more chit chat, get ready with me, things like that, I would love to know. So leave a comment down below and let me know. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.